So, guys, I actually launched the business in February 2025. But there was quite a few things I had to do before I really just set a launch date. And the most important thing that you have to do is register your business as a LLC or sole proprietor, whatever you want. I registered mine in the state of Illinois as a LLC. Stupid me, thinking I know everything, actually paid somebody about $300-400 to do it for me, and I could have did it for myself for a fraction of the cost. But like I said, it's trial and error. You learn as you go. But there was other things that I did in preparation. Like I went to the bank. I got a bank account in the business name. I applied for a credit card in the business name. I got a business phone in the business name. I purchased my equipment, that I know I would need, like my printer. I already had a computer, things like that. I purchased cybersecurity insurance, which is not that expensive, to be honest with you, but I knew that I would be partnering with other places. That was my goal, such as the local hospital, nursing homes, and things like that. And, there's confidential information in there. So I wanted to make sure I had cybersecurity insurance just in case there was some leak or something. Let's hope that never happens. So I did all of those things. Then, in order to be a non-emergency medical transportation provider, you have to have specialized license plates and commercial insurance, okay? Commercial auto insurance. And it can be very expensive. That insurance can be very expensive. So I did a lot of research, and I found it's called Byberg. It's part of, I can't remember, but anyway, I have Byberg Insurance, which is very reputable. I think it's Berkshire Hathaway. It's under that umbrella. And so I did that. And then once I got my insurance, I took that information to my local DMV to apply for my PT plates, because you have to have specialized plates in order to transport people for non-emergency medical transportation. And it was so weird because my small town, when I went there, they looked at me like I was crazy, like I was nuts. They didn't know what I was talking about. So needless to say, they messed up my application and I had to go do everything again. It set me back about a month and a half, but I got it done. And so once I had that done, I was free to transport in my vehicle, non-emergency medical transportation. However, I was not free to transport individuals who have fee-for-service Medicaid. So I went through the process of in applying for Medicaid through the IMPACT program. And it was a lengthy process. But you know what? The one thing I could tell you, they were so helpful. Step by step. They had the patience of Job with me in order to get Angel Medical Management Services as one of their providers. It's done. I got it done. So I do that. And Medicaid does reimburse me. However, they reimburse me at a lower rate than my private pay. So I do private pay, transportation and medical appointment advocacy, and I get to set the prices for that. And so how I decided on how I was going to do the non-emergency medical transportation pricing is I just, researched surrounding areas, different counties that are close by to me, and I took an average of what they charge. And some of them charge pretty crazy high prices. And I came up with my pricing through that. And it's been working well for me. The business is growing. It hasn't grown to where I want it to be. Eventually, I want to scale the business where I can kind of step back and run it from the background and have other individuals working for me. So that is my goal, because eventually I want to retire. And I want to be able to retire comfortably without, I don't need to be stinky rich or anything. I just want to be able to retire comfortably and travel when I want to travel. So I want to be able to sell the business or either leave it to one of my kids if they decide that they want it. So those were some of the things that I had to do to get started. So we're on this journey together. On my next video, we're going to talk about some marketing things, some of the, things that I have, walls that I've had come across, and just how we're doing right now.